Might I suggest instead of anal sex, perhaps we could go back to teaching cursive?
Take her out back, we boys figured, then hand on the titties.
I know you're a slut. You smell like cum.
Put it in her coin box, put it in her cornhole, grab a hold of that braid, rub that calico.
Do I make you wet? Let's get in the back seat. Suck me off.
I think I'll pass. I'd say hard pass, but after hearing that, I don't think I'll get another erection for the rest of my life. What you just saw is right-wing moms from a really shady organization called Moms for Liberty losing it. In an attempt to shield their children from smut, they've decided to go to school board meetings and read smut.
Not gonna lie, I had to Google cornhole because I have the game in the back of my yard, but according to Wikipedia, cornhole is a sexualist slang vulgarism for anus. The term came into the use in the 1910s in the United States as verb form to cornhole, which came into usage in the 1930s, means to have anal sex.
Yeah, I feel like the censor button was a little late on her.
Anal sex.
Clarence, you're supposed to hit the button when she says so you do know how it works. What I love about these videos is that these right-wingers think that Drag Queen Story Hour will scar children for life, and yet they don't think their kids will have to spend thousands of hours in therapy dealing with the fact that their mom went in front of the school board and started screaming about butt stuff.
I do not want my children to learn about anal sex in middle school. I have never had anal sex. I don't want to have anal sex.
Stop, for the love of God, stop. All right, so who are these ladies? They're from a conservative nonprofit called Moms for Liberty, and of course they have a name like that, and they're most widely known for causing all these shenanigans at school board meetings. They started as an anti-mask, anti-lockdown group in Florida, but have since become boots on the ground for conservative outrage culture's war on wokeism.
Parents, beware of terms like social justice, diversity, equity, inclusion.
Ah, yes, those horrible ideas like inclusion. They will stop at nothing to rid the world of kindness and acceptance, even if it means they have to read a tiny bit.
The next book I want to bring to your attention to is called Stamped for Kids. This book is about racism and anti-racism. However, it comes from a very skewed and racist point of view. I'm going to give you some direct quotes from this book. The Puritans, mostly religious folks, thought that they were better than the Africans and Native Americans and justified slavery.
Yeah, that happened.
Our flawed founding fathers had racist thoughts and did racist things.
Yeah, like the slavery at the plantations you can still tour today. It's right before the gift shop.
And that is throughout this book. And I've only went to chapter 4.
Because as you can see, I'm not the strongest reader. But perhaps the most troubling aspect of all is these moms have been elected to positions of power and are thwarting initiatives that they frequently don't know a goddamn thing about. Now, I'm about to show you a viral TikTok, allegedly of this woman, seen here holding a sign saying she wants to ban diversion, equity, and inclusion initiatives. But when asked what those initiatives are, here's her response.
Do you have an understanding of what the DEI platform is or program is in this school district?
Well, in general, yes, I do.
No, you don't.
And so what is it? What is it in your mind?
So let me just say that I do
Have no clue what I'm talking about.
Please just explain, as far as you understand it, what is the DE&I platform and program here at East Stroudsburg Area School District? And if you're not sure, it's okay to say you're not sure.
I'm not 100% sure what it is here at East Stroudsburg.
But I am willing to vote for banishing it completely.
I'm just very fearful that there are going to be children that are made to feel bad of who they are because they're not part of what other children are.
Actually, that's a great explanation for why we need inclusion initiatives, right? Because there have been people traditionally left out for hundreds of years. Too bad that's not what she's talking about.
So I think that they're going to be made to feel bad if they are not a person of color.
What would, no, guys, no, please, this is uncomfortable, but it's necessary. And I appreciate the fact that you're even courageous enough to be honest.
And that's what gets me, is listen to that woman off camera and how she has to talk to this grown-ass woman as though she's a child.
I appreciate the fact that you're even courageous enough to be honest.
And you tied your own shoes today, so let's get her some chocolate. I mean, all this proves that there is no age at which they think their children are going to be old enough to be able to handle these ideas about society, because that woman doesn't even want to learn about it herself. These moms have the time on their hands to go to school board meetings, but as we've seen, they don't have time to educate themselves on what the initiatives are that they propose boycotts for, some of which is a little on the nose, by the way. And while they think that critical race theory is absolutely crazy, they feel perfectly sane offering theories of their own that make your ears start bleeding.
It sounds like you're saying there's some kind of high-level coordinated effort to make more children trans and gay.
Yeah.
Well, who's directing that?
Teachers unions and our president and a lot of funding sources, and teachers unions are also heavily backing the curriculum that we're bringing into schools.
Why would they want more kids to be gay and trans?
Because it breaks down the family unit, which breaks down traditional conservative values. It breaks down a lot of things in this country. It changes the way that people think. It changes the way that people handle politics.
Let me see if I can summarize that really quick. From what I heard, you're afraid of ideas because yours aren't strong enough. Yeah, I think that's about it, right? And honestly, I don't buy this argument that they don't want politics in schools. They absolutely want politics in schools. It's just they want their politics in schools. In Texas, they fought for months to try to pass a bill that would mandate the placement of the 10 Commandments in school classrooms. So they were very close to passing a bill mandating religious indoctrination. And it failed on a technicality, and the video for that is absolutely insane, and I'll have it for you next week. So check out the videos from me, Brett Erlich, every week, unless I'm too tired. And they drop on Sundays, and then you just get a paper and read it and watch them naked. Please watch them naked.